Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the PRAGSOT Podcast. My name is Ravi. Let's get into it. So for episode 2, I thought it would be a cool idea to kind of give you a little bit more about myself, a little bit more of a recap about the podcast and what it is, and then we'll once again get into another email. So the first thing, so who is Robbie? I'm a 30-year-old guy. I like being creative. I like anything that has to do with creativity. Big into photography, obviously podcasting. I like to cook. I think that's very enjoyable. Lets you really show how creative you can be. And I really like seeing the reaction from people when you cook them something that they enjoy. I always get a satisfaction from that. At my job, I'm the chef. Anytime we have really any kind of celebration or anything, I'm always the guy on the grill, and nothing wrong with that. Otherwise, I think I'm a pretty semi-reclusive person. I don't like big crowds, not a big fan of strangers in general, whatever that says about me. I prefer people I know, or nobody. It's really where I'm the best. A little bit about my upbringing, my childhood. So I have a father. He is the most important person in my life besides my wife. He isn't my blood relative. He's not my blood father. He got with my mom when I was about 9 months old and decided to take me under his wing and raise me as his own, which I am truly eternally grateful for. I for sure would not be the man I am today if not for him. I have a mom. I do not talk to her. Growing up, she was she really favored my sister. She did not really do anything to make memories with me at all. Not that I'm complaining, but no hugs, no kisses, no affection really. But she was very close with my sister, still is. But my mother and I, not close at all. I have a stepmother, pretty good relationship there. Pretty much my maternal figure. Her and my father still together for a very long time. And I'm also the oldest of 7 kids. So it's me, then a sister, then a brother, then a brother, then a brother, then a brother, and then a sister. I'm the oldest, I'm 30. The youngest is somewhere around 15, 16. It's pretty large gap there. Growing up, my dad was very traditionally masculine. Children regardless should have respect for elders and, have good manners, make sure that, you say your pleases and thank yous. And I really carried that into my adulthood. I think I'm still moderately polite, especially, to someone that's a stranger, someone that's polite to me. I'm very polite and respectful back. He was very, the man should be the man, be tough, be strong, it hurts. Everyone knows it hurts, but keep going, and I think a lot of that, again, still stuck with me even to this day. If I feel like physical pain, I'm not the first to, jump for like a leave or, say, oh, I gotta go to the doctor for this. This hurts. I'll wait it out. Yeah. So what is PRAGSOT? PRAGSOT is an acronym that a bunch of friends and I came up with that, it started back in, it would have been 9th grade. A group of friends and I, we had our own cabal. And we needed a name for it. And I'd come up with the name PRAGSOT. PRAGSOT was an acronym that stood for Power Rangers Ain't Got Shit on This. And it was a testament to just how close we were as a group. The Power Rangers were always quick to jump in and help each other and and they were just always together. They lived together, all that stuff. So that was just supposed to be a testament to what we were trying to be as well. And for the most part, we were. It was really cool. It wasn't an open group. It was probably about 7 or 8 of us. And then a couple of people were added, a couple of people were removed, whatever. But it was really cool, man. We would get together every Monday. We would have what was called PRAGSOT Mondays, where we would all get together after school, go to a friend's house, and we would all order food or buy food and then make it. And we would eat together. We would watch movies. We'd play video games, mostly Mortal Kombat. It was a really good time. It was a really good just, hey, we're going to make a priority to get together and share time together. So that's what PRAGSOT is. I think, now, I don't know, 14, 16 years later, it's just kind of like a funny thing to go back like, yo, man, PRAGSOT, man. And everyone else was like, yeah, man, throw up the peas and all that stuff. It was a good time. It was a good time. So what's this podcast about? So really, this podcast is just a way for me to have a consistent creative outlet. It's going to be a way for me to not doom scroll on my phone, and a way for me to like grow and learn a new skill. Interviewing is not something I have any background in. I think I'm generally a funny guy. So I think, recording some conversations with some people and having them, I think would be really nice. And like I said, as this continues to grow, I think I, as a creator, will continue to grow, and I will continue to learn how to do things, better and better and better. I plan on really doing a lot of longer format, a lot of interviews. I think it's just really interesting to get someone else's perspective on things and to ask them stuff and have them really critically think about things. I find that very interesting. And I think also it would be cool to just have some viewers submit some stuff they want an opinion on or just a perspective on. So an email asking for advice or just my thoughts and opinions on any topic really. And then if I have a guest that week, have them answer as well and have a discourse between the two of us as to what we agree on, what we disagree on. So that's really going to be the meat and potatoes of the podcast, at least starting out. Is there going to be other things that we add later? I'm sure. As this grows, I think the content grows as well. And the better I get at it, I think the better the content will be for sure. I also really like the idea of having like clothing. I have an affiliate that has already been very proactive about selling PRAGSOT apparel. So I think that'd be cool too. All right, let's get into the this week's viewer email. I got a pretty good one. So it says, "Hello, Robbie. I'm a parent looking for some help. Recently, I was out shopping and I saw my son's significant other. She was out with another guy and was holding his hand. Once she saw me, she quickly let his hand go and distanced herself from him. What should I do? Should I confront her? Should I tell my son?" Fuck that. For sure, first and foremost, I think you have, as a parent, you have a loyalty to your children. I don't care how close you get with their significant other. You have a loyalty to your child first and foremost, right? And I think that's across the board. My wife obviously has a father, and I would expect him to move in what he felt was the best interest of her before me. There would be no reason for him to hold a secret from her in my favor. Like I don't see that being the case. And neither should you. Um, I definitely think, you know, seeing that, you got to tell him, man. You got to tell him. And depending on his age, depending on his maturity, depending on, who he is as a person, he might get upset about it. But at the end of the day, at some point, he's going to be grateful that you told him. Um, I mean, because what's the alternative? The alternative is he never finds out and spends God only knows how much time and effort and money with her when he could and should be finding someone that's not gonna be holding hands with another guy. Um, or he's gonna find out later and find out that you knew. And now it's like not only was he betrayed by her, he might feel betrayed by you too. Um, so yeah, 100%. I mean, you gotta tell him. I don't give a shit. Like, you gotta tell him. I can't imagine um, one being in that situation, but then two finding out that someone close to me, like a parent, knew. Um, that would tear me up inside. Yeah, shit. Um, yeah, strong email, strong email. Like I said, to wrap it all up, I really think you absolutely have to tell him. It's in his best interest, and that's how parents operate. You don't give your child everything. You give them what they need. And there's times where you tell them no for no reason other than that's what they need to hear. I think this is just another one of them examples. I don't see a reason to not tell him. I can't find one. So tell him. Don't confront her, but tell him whatever he does with it, he does with it. So that's going to wrap up today's episode. Once again, I really appreciate you just stopping by, having a chat with me. See you next week. Peace.